Imagine this. You wake up 10 years from now and you realize you haven't traveled the world and nothing in your life has changed. Still the same routine, the same people, same conversations, same streets. And then you scroll through social media and you see all these people visiting new places, traveling the world, in islands, in the Northern Lights, in Japan, in Morocco, in Paris. And then you realize you haven't experienced any of these because you stay home because you thought you didn't have time, you didn't have the money for it. But here's the reality. According to studies, 64% of Americans don't leave the country. And a large percentage of them regret not traveling and not leaving the country. Today, I want to convince you that traveling the world is not just something to do one day. It is essential for personal growth, cultural understanding, and becoming a more empathetic person and a more open-minded human being. So today, I'm going to walk you through the biggest misconceptions about traveling and why they're wrong. I'm also going to show you a graph that proves that traveling impacts very positively on people and the emotional and personal cost of never leaving your comfort zone. Now that you understand why traveling matters, let's start by clearing out some of the myths that stop people from traveling the world. First of all, and most common, traveling is too expensive. There's a lot of options to travel, like budget airlines, student discounts, and programs like Workaway and Au Pair, which allow you to travel the world and stay with a family for a period of time, and it costs around $40 to $50 a day. And also we have credit cards, traveling credit cards, which you get points back and you can travel for free. Many young travelers spend less abroad than they do staying home. Traveling is dangerous, very common one. According to the United States Department, most major travel destinations have low crime rates, especially if you stay under your limits as a tourist and you follow the guidelines. You don't need to travel. You can see everything online. Well, studies show that real travel increases empathy, creativity, and problem solving. For more than virtual experience, the brain responds differently when we physically interact with people, new cultures, or objects. Now that we clear up what travel isn't, let's look at what travel actually does and the data that proves it. This graph from Statista shows the impacts of travel on people who actively visit other places, and the numbers are powerful. 79% of travelers said that travel expanded their worldwide. This means that nearly 8 out of 10 people felt their minds open after experiencing new cultures, new languages, and new ways of living. 65% said interacting with visitors helped them understand different cultures better. This proves that cultural understanding isn't built from a screen. It's built from an actual human reaction experience. 70% said that travel made them more empathetic. This is a huge one. Travel literally rewires your ability to understand and relate to people. And finally, 65% said that increased their tolerance toward foreigners. In a world that feels more divided every day, choosing not to travel doesn't just limit you. It limits your ability to understand humanity. These numbers shows one clear truth. Traveling isn't just luxury. It's a tool that shapes better people. Now that you've seen the proven benefits in travel, let's talk about what happens when people never step outside their comfort zone. Here we have it. Imagine being 60 years old, looking back and realizing your biggest memories are the same routine, the same people, the same streets. The days repeat over and over again. No breathtaking moments, no adventures, no stories to tell your kids or your grandchildren. Also, people who never travel often develop narrow worldwides. They might become judgmental, or fearful of cultures they never experienced or were in contact with. Without exposure to other ways of life, it becomes harder to relate to people who are different. We just stay in our comfort zone and we just think what it's implemented to us. But the deepest fear is regret. Not the regret of doing something crazy, but the regret of never doing anything at all. Never seeing the world, never challenging yourself, never knowing who you become. Traveling doesn't just change your location, it changes you. So how do we avoid reaching a point in life where regret outweighs memories? How many of you would quit your job right now or quit school and travel the world for a full year starting next month? Probably not many. That's okay. If that's too much, how many of you will commit to visiting at least one new place, and it can be within the United States, in the next year? Take a weekend trip, visit a new city, go somewhere you've never been. Because staying in the same place your whole life doesn't protect you, it limits you. Thank you.